Hello, everybody. Who's ready for the next episode of Civilization? We're gonna go ahead and load up. So here we are back in prehistoric times. Just sit back, relax. Just gonna do one little thing real quick. Alrighty. Hopefully everything sounds alright. And we're going to continue now. So, for anybody who watched the first episode, we had a whole bunch of Neanderthals that kept messing around and took a couple of our gatherers. So as soon as we're done with this little queue, we might interrupt it. We're going to set up a war party to go out and hopefully deal with the Neanderthal problem before it becomes too much of a problem. Right now, this is what we know of the continent. We haven't had much of an issue moving around and exploring, though we will eventually. Still very empty, but the world will eventually become more and more populated. Another secretary bird.
Man does not weave this web of life. He is merely a strand. Whatever he does to the web, he does.
That gives us weaving, so we got some better equipment. Let's take a look at our research again and see what's going on. We're getting very close to getting our first actual makeshift tools. Where we'll be able to really go out and start dealing with the enemies. Well, I shouldn't say enemies, just any hostile parties around us. Still got an active volcano down here. We're being attacked by a badger. Crazy badger. Oh, we got a gatherer, but if it wasn't for the mountain range, we would have a little easier time getting back. But it doesn't look like we're going to have a chance to actually get back. So, let's get our food gathering up, as Britannia is finally starting to grow. Starting to become a nice little tribal area. Well, there's a goody hut that should be picked up. We do have an island over here, so whenever we eventually get the ability to set out other tribes, I'm thinking of putting it right here. It's at the mouth of 2 different rivers, and we can send rafts and stuff around and see how the coastline in the interior is. Our scouts got combat. Promotion for free, and we got a couple giraffes. They're not killer giraffes this time. So there's several different factions of animals. We have the herbivores, which are represented by the little deer flag. Carnivores, if there's any around any of my parties. Carnivores are represented by a different symbol. And then there is omnivores. And basically, carnivores will attack omnivores or herbivores. Omnivores will attack either or, and herbivores are just purely defensive, to the exception of certain types. So you'll see little predator and prey interactions with one another. Let's get our tuber gatherer up and going. Looks like we got some barley over here. Might be advantageous for us to put some cities over here eventually if nobody spawns. We are the wealthiest civilization, which I'm not surprised. We keep getting a lot of goody huts that keep giving us money. Over here at Kilimanjaro. So how is everybody's night? Evening, morning, whatever time it happens to be for everybody. Oh god, we're being attacked by a pigeon. It's a pigeon. Oh, a thinker that's giving us a little bit more towards our shelter building. The pigeon has attacked. Let's see. We definitely want to try to pick up something good for capturing animals if we got anything. Camouflage won't be too bad. Immune to first strikes. And back to the hunt. So here's the carnivore marking. Kind of a snarling beast. Neanderthals and barbarians are also in their own separate, independent faction. Well, that's weird. They found oil. I don't know how they found oil. But hey, there's a source of oil already revealed. Some random events are weird. Continue exploring. Oh. This volcano that was originally up here has gone extinct. And when a volcano goes extinct, it has a chance of leaving different types of resources. And this one has left obsidian, so we have more obsidian around us. Obsidian is a very interesting form of material. Even today, we still can't get things as sharp as obsidian. I believe even making like super sharp diamond points aren't as sharp as what you would get with obsidian. And I'm not a medical expert, but I believe certain surgeries need to have obsidian to really cut. And to cut really fine. Okay, we'll have healers, wet nurses, childbirthing huts. Starting to get our first shelters and tools up and going. A megalith workshop. So we don't have any off of our coast that I can see, but these little islands right here, they're the same thing as tribal villages, just in the water. They're just really small, uncharted islands. Or unexplored islands. Quite a few of them down here. Oh, we got a wanderer. Oh, we don't really need a wanderer, since we have their upgrade. Oh. That's nice. This section of the forest caught on fire randomly. So we have a better look at the wheat that's right there. And there's the caves that I overlooked. So when the culture expands again, eventually we'll be able to harness some of these resources. Looks like the Neanderthals have decided to wander off, actually. Childbirthing hut. Not a penguin, but a pigeon. We're being attacked by a pigeon again. Oh, we captured a camel. Oh, this is actually pretty good. So eventually we'll be able to capture enough camels that we can form a herd, but we're gonna have a folklore about camels. So early on, where we are right now, having folklores is pretty good because it increases our science output. So a volcanic eruption has happened somewhere. But it doesn't look like it's one of the volcanoes near me. This volcano is still active. Produce a fire pit. Yay, we got another chaser. Go and hunt. We got some buffalo resources around us. Bunch of camels in the deeper dunes of the desert. Wow, this is a really large band of... So it looks like it's finally ending around here, but this area of plains goes all the way from here, across down here, into my lands. So, well, not my lands, but my little area. Hopefully nobody spawns in this area. Otherwise, we'll have to beat them over the head for it. Any tribal villages that do spawn in this area, I will take out. Because I'm thinking the initial area that I want to expand into, whenever we get the ability to build cities and stuff, will be this little area closed off by the mountain range. This will be our little heartland. And until we secure this entire area down here, anything outside of it will be fair game for anybody. Oh, I don't have any dragons, unfortunately. Oh, another wanderer. I might as well go ahead and just have them explore. Why not? So we're not on an island continent like Australia. We are on a very large continent. Oh, what is this? Is this the fly? Yes, it is. So we have a random mythological ship, and this is the Flying Dutchman. Just swimming around doing its thing. So there's a ghost ship. Oh, we got a brute. We don't need a brute over here. Kind of cool that it's just sitting there. We won't be able to touch it anytime soon, as the Dutchman is a pretty strong unit. Especially for early on. But if we can catch the Dutchman, we'll be able to circumnavigate the globe early. Won't be able to do any colonization or anything like that, but it'll give us a good fair bit of knowledge. So it looks like the Dutchman is just content at sitting up there. We captured a pigeon. We captured a pigeon. Now we got folklores about pigeons. Oh, we found a lake. I'm starting to think we might have this continent to ourselves for the moment. Because I haven't seen anything else. We'll enjoy having the continent to ourselves for right now. It'll give us a nice little advantage of not having to worry about anybody coming and trying to whack us outside of Neanderthals, which I haven't seen them. They were over here and pretty concerning. Maybe they got eaten by cats. Oh. What's this up here again? More obsidian. Some llamas. Donkeys. Some indigo. Silk. Pistachios. More llamas. Some bison. It's a badger. Getting attacked by a badger. Oh no. I just realized I forgot to do something. There we go. Is the sound louder now? I'm hoping. I forgot to put it through the way I had it before.
The way to become rich is to put all your eggs in one basket, and then watch that basket.
There we go. Another volcanic eruption. Most importantly, we now have the ability to get fruits and stuff like that, so we're almost done with the buildings that we had out. Yeah, I just forgot to have the actual game sounds going through the way that it was before, but it should be better now. I'm hoping that it automatically fixed itself. Let's see how far we have. Looks like we got a little peninsula over here. Animals are starting to spawn quite frequently. Yeah, our Wanderer got destroyed, so Wanderers aren't really going to be effective anymore. Looks like there's an island of some sort over here. Now we're working on some folklores. And we'll build ourselves a war party soon. Now I say war party, but the concept of warfare hasn't really come into human existence yet. Resources are plentiful for the amount of people that are around. Interesting, another mountain range over this way. Looks like it's got a little path to get through. Oh no, but this path is being guarded by an African penguin. For anybody who doesn't know, the penguin is nature's natural murdering machine. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. Which one is it that can, like, throw up anything that they could possibly need? It's Bukowski, isn't it? Oh. I love the penguins of Madagascar. Classic. This mountain range has a couple of passes that we can get through. They got their own TV show, which is hilarious. It's just the penguins. Oh, our cultural borders have expanded more, so that's good. Got music and definitely want to get a flint gatherer. I don't know about everybody else, but I think we actually are on a nice, satisfying looking continent. Our little area is fairly interesting, at least. I don't remember this tile being this way. I wonder if the Neanderthals have formed a village over here.
When you smoke the herb, it reveals you to yourself.
Now we can get Wise Woman. I think that should be Wise Women. Nice. Storytellers, herbalists. Another grove. Now we're working on folklore about dragons. Oh no, a hippopotamus. Not joking, hippopotamus are legitimately terrifying. They kill more people each year than sharks. Alrighty, now that we've got ourselves what we need there, we're going to build a group of 4 clubmen, a couple of gatherers, some watchers, and then we'll go back to building our buildings. And with the cavemen, not cavemen, but with our clubs, we'll be able to much more easily defend ourselves. Speaking of the devils, there they are. There's some Neanderthal brutes.
What's the plan?
We'll take our ugh, that's not good. At least we have another clubman. There we go. So just like an actual paleontology and archaeology, all the evidence points that Neanderthal was physically stronger than us. So in the mod, they do more damage. So basically, their brute is equivalent to my clubman. Their clubman will take out my clubman unless I have it nice and upgraded, so we're gonna hop back into the city. There's the killer penguin over there. Alrighty, we're gonna send our clubman out to see what's going on. We're gonna quickly queue another clubman to replace the ones that we lost. I'll just leave them there. Huh, it's just emptied out. Wonder why that is. Now we got attacked by something. But hey, it was good because we now have an upgrade on combat. Hop back into our territory to heal up. So just to give an idea of how much that we have and all the things that we've been doing. So right here, this is all of our prehistoric tech that we've gotten so far. Yeah, we got a nice little dent in the very beginning section. Getting better hunting, binding, that sort of stuff going on. Then we got all of this stuff right here going into like tracking, simple woodworking, composite tools, spear making, axe making, tattoo making, carpentry, all of the fun stuff that we have right here. Boat making, fishing, harpoons, warfares all the way up here, chieftains. Yeah. Domestication of all the different animals happens right around here. Eventually, we're going to get to a point where we're going to be getting into a sanitary lifestyle, and this will be the next era, which we have all of this, like agriculture, basically out of the prehistoric era into the ancient era. Got copper working, so the Copper Age. Writing, so it'll take a good way into the ancient era to get to writing, which is what we need to become a full-fledged civilization. So it'll be a little while before we get that. And then eventually we'll hit classical lifestyle, which will put us into the classical era. And we'll have aristocracies, different religions, concrete, waterproof concrete. Eventually getting to medieval lifestyle, where we'll see the different medieval techs. Going through medieval, it's not a very long era in the terms of technology. It will probably actually be in the medieval era for a good while. The fun thing about the classical and the medieval is it kind of blurred when the one ended and the other one started. We got the Renaissance, where we'll start getting gunpowder, more modern styles of fighting, living, all of that. It'll be during this time where we'll have another massive wave of exploration, going out colonizing. What there? Colonization. Industrialism, we'll have a lot more of that going on as well. Romanticism. All of this tech that we have to get through. We got the Atomic Age. All the fun stuff like flight, helicopters, bombers, microwave, lasers, personal computers, satellites, modern warfare, volcanology, new urbanism, robotics, space stations. And then we're here in, this is the modern era, the information age. Got stealth fiber optics, fusion sails. Got all the things that we'll have through the modern era and in the near future. Then we got the next age that we will be predicted to go into sometime around the end of the 21st century, which is Neotech. Basically the new technology era. Where we'll have a lot more advanced lifestyles. Lunar manufacturing. Some pretty high-tech stuff. And then after that we got basically future concepts and stuff like that. Just a transhumanism. Which will eventually lead to a galactic lifestyle. Basically being out in the galaxy. Yep, from caveman to cosmos. Looking at all of that. And then a cosmic lifestyle. So right here it shows like the entire galaxy. This here is the cosmos itself, your local groups. Like all these little dots are clusters of galaxies. The tenements are a bunch of different galaxies together getting into superclusters. The universe is massive. And then transient, which is just getting into the even larger cosmos. So over here, it's like these are like individual galaxies and clusters of galaxies of these different little clusters, etc. And then we go from the superclusters into the even more superclusters. So this is just the universe itself. Crazy. And the fun thing that I like about the end of the mod is whenever you hit the final text, you'll get the alpha point and the omega point, and then you'll be able to research and look into simulation awareness and then simulation analysis. So you can kind of go and say that you've advanced so much technology in the game that the people that you're playing around with have become aware that they are in a video game. Oh, we got a great hunter. That's actually good. Great hunters allow us to join into cities, so when we build hunters, we'll be able to have more, just basically better hunters. Alrighty, so now we're going to take our second party of clubmen and go out and take a look at what's going on. We definitely want to take out some of the animals around us. Oh, that was close. I thought we were going to lose our axemen again. Not axemen, but the clubmen again to a bear.
The secret to a successful hunt is this. Make sure your prey gives up before you do.
So now we can make our own chasers. And some master chasers too. And we're gonna hop back into our borders. And it looks like we got a Neanderthal clubman, so that's not good. We're just gonna have to try and dogpile the clubman and see if we can take him out. Oh, we managed to get him. That's good. Got our first watcher. So watchers are our crime fighting units. They basically will keep the criminal levels down. We're going to give our clubmen a bonus against melee units, which will become really handy. We shouldn't have a giant issue against any Neanderthal units until they start popping out spearmen and stuff like that. Heal up our clubmen. Let's see about our exploration. There's a gorilla. He's doing an interesting pose. Some Neanderthals are over here. So it looks like the Neanderthals are starting to spawn more regularly, so we're gonna have some more fun issues with that. Some scouts. Go ahead and explore. Neanderthals are going to protect goody huts just like barbarians will, to keep them from basically getting into the player or civilized peoples. Different territories. Let's go ahead and take down this. Ooh. Yeah, we're not taking that down anytime soon. Let's have them on the defense over there.
What's the plan? Ready for action.
Build a seed camp.
Reporting for duty.
You could build some trails. So we're about to utilize the wheat, at least a little bit. Seed camps aren't as effective, but we're getting a little bit of the grain that comes naturally through the season. When we get agriculture, we'll be able to actually make fields and better utilize this resource. Send our clubmen up here just to protect our gatherers in case someone shows up. Let's reorganize our building structure. And we'll build our first little, not really a wonder, but it's a natural wonder. As we will capture fire. Ah, we got some extra food. Some Neanderthal brutes have come back. No match for our upgraded clubmen. The use of tools are always going to be the advantage. So now we've got a little seed keeper's hut. Yep, we got our first food resource, wheat.
Tell me what to do.
Now we just need to build a little road going back. And it'll be all hooked up.
At your service.
We've got some Neanderthal brutes. Some clubmen this time. Hopefully they'll attack us across the river.
Ready for action.
If they're attacking on the opposite side and have to cross the river, it gives us a defensive bonus. It looks like they decided not to attack, so we're going to send our clubmen back to defend our gatherer. And we're going to heal up these clubmen. Crazy gorilla. And we're just going to get rid of the brute, no use in keeping it. We're at the point where brutes just won't survive. Oh, we got a lot of nasty. Gonna go ahead and try to take these guys down. Oh. That was our more upgraded one too. There we go.
Ready for action.
Send back down our other group of clubmen.
Every kind of peaceful cooperation among men is primarily based on mutual trust and only secondarily on institutions such as courts of justice and police.
Albert Einstein. Alrighty, we now have a new form of, well, we can upgrade our government. And we are going to adapt the communal workforce. Let's see if there's anything else we have going on. Nope. Oh, getting more food from that tile.
All present and accounted for.
Oh, that's nice. Have they finished the, Yeah, they have. I'm gonna build just trails all over the place, and then they'll build something to gather up some of the obsidian. Try to take out our Neanderthal clubmen. There we go.
Tell me what to do. Yes? Your orders.
We'll move
Yes?
our guys around. Oh no, they took out our gatherer. Oh, but we got a captive. We can make them a gatherer out of this. Let's see. Defense in the woods.
Reporting for duty.
And build ourselves up our paths so we can traverse our own territory quickly. A volcano somewhere has calmed down. Maybe it's this one. Yes, it is. That's good. This one is no longer erupting. And this volcano up here went extinct. Fortify. Now here's the thing about volcanoes. When they go extinct, unless they dropped a resource, the only way you can tell if it's truly extinct is when we get volcanism, and that's a lot later on. So there's always a chance that if there wasn't a resource right here, that this could just explode and come back to life. And the hill tile will turn back into a volcano. So trying to keep a mental note of where all these volcanoes are is fairly important. Usually I would go and mark them on the map, but I'm not going to do that because I want to live dangerously.
Life isn't about how to survive the storm, but how to dance in the rain.
Oh, we got prehistoric dance. Because I know I will forget where all the volcanoes are, so we could end up settling an area where there was a volcano and get a nasty surprise. But it makes it more interesting. Well, judging from what I'm looking at, unless whatever other civilizations around here is up in this little area here, it looks like that our, the other civilization that spawned with us did not spawn on this continent. Though I do have everybody spawning on the old world, so it could be on one of the islands just adjacent to the main continent. So for all I know, there could be another tribal society right here. I just can't see them yet. And being that we had another civilization spawn with us at the start of the game, being that I can't make contact with them at the moment, I'm a little paranoid because I don't know the level of tech that they have. There's another island right over here. No surprise, we are still the wealthiest, had all the good old goody huts. Now we're getting closer to 100,000 BC. At 100,000 BC, we could start getting, it will... Basically, after 100,000 BC up until roughly 5,000 BC, we can start getting ice ages. And when ice ages happen, our normal terrain that we have right here, it will go back to it most likely. But, being that we're close to the pole, if we do get an ice age, we could become pretty hard for us, actually, because the ice will definitely advance into this region. So we got some permafrost and some taiga. So I predict that it will probably advance the ice sheets to roughly around here if we do get an ice age to trigger. So somewhere around this area right here, which will put us really close to the boundary of the ice. This will become taiga. This area up here might dry up, which will be fairly good for us. The real question will be the desert here. The desert will also advance due to less amount of with a lot less moisture. And that's if we even get an ice age to trigger. Childcare hut creation myth. And now we're getting binding. Just like clubs are our first natural tool, binding is the first purpose-made type of tools. The ability to tie something onto something else and then using it to fling it. makes hunting other targets much more effective. Oh, we got the monkey. Folklore about the monkey. Our chaser and our scouts are doing quite good. They haven't been completely eliminated. Got some swampy area up here. Got some ancient forests emerging. So when you leave a bunch of forest area by themselves without being, tampered with, they will mature into ancient forests. New forests will grow into different types of pine forests, or depends on just the type of forest. So the frozen forests that we have over here, the frozen wood, are starting to turn into ancient forests. So ancient forests have a higher chance of spawning rare resources when you chop them down, like prime timber and stuff like that, but also prime timber has a chance of spawning anytime that ancient forests show up. And we definitely want to have prime timber because early on, prime timber just gives a nice flat bonus to building, and it's really good for building an early navy. Some nice binding going on. Some more Neanderthals, so we're going to send down our clubmen and get ready to try to take down another. Oh, that's not good. Okay, now we're going to put our I don't know where they went. Maybe they were killed off by this. A sea eagle.
Having discovered this skill, I vow to make it work for the tribe. You can consider this promise binding.
Oh, we got ourselves some binding. Binding is really good because all of our old stone throwers can now be upgraded to slingers.
Awaiting your orders.
A vine collector and a wet nursing hut. Add to the back of the queue. Got our nice defensive stack of the city. I'm glad that we actually spawned right on a river. I would have had to have moved our initial tribal band until we found a river. Being on a river early on is really good because let's say whenever we found a city right here, we don't have to worry about having it fully hooked up via the road network, as things will move up and down the river resource-wise, and then that goes for anything that's like clear up here as well. So anything that's on this river system connected to it, it will travel up and down the river system. Same goes for anything along the coastline. So if we build anything on this river system, being that it's on this nice shallow coast area, it'll be shared with this section as well. So we're definitely going to be a seafaring type of civilization. Now, even though we have the American civilization selected for our for the Britannian Empire, that doesn't actually matter. Only reason why I have that selected is I can understand what they're saying when I click on them. Whenever we go into cultures, etc., we'll eventually be able to build culture types. So we can make a whole bunch of different combinations of different types of cultures for our civilization, and get unique bonuses and units from them. Rabbits are going to actually be very fortunate because whenever we get into the age of rifles and gunpowder, we'll be able to build the Austrian culture, and the Austrians have a unique unit that's really effective during that era. Continue the search around. Let's have you go over here.
What do you need?
Keep exploring. Yeah, we're starting to have a harder time exploring into the unexplored areas. Oh good, our gatherers are giving us more and more trails, so that will give moving through our territory a little bit easier. Got our watcher over there. A nice clear volcano to go extinct. Both of these are on their way. Now, if this volcano that we have right here, what should we call this volcano? If anybody's got any ideas, just go ahead and suggest it. But if this volcano erupts again, there's a good chance that all this area around the coastline will become barren temporarily. Since it's actually on a mountain, it'll become a powerful volcano. It doesn't say super volcanoes. Super volcanoes are rare. There's usually only like 2 to 3 of them on the map. If this was a super volcano, when it would erupt, it'd have a chance of destroying everything clear up to where our tribe is. Making some instruments now. Oh, we got a puff adder. Puff adders are actually really nice because later on we should be able to get venom off of them. Yeah, we're definitely not going to attack into a Neanderthal slinger. Slingers are a very good defensive unit. So we found ourselves another natural wonder. Volcano Oza. Let's see, how do I name a... Show all resources. It's been so long since I played for this. Let's see if this got any. I'll figure it out later. Well, this is a bit of a risk. So our herbalists have found a new plant, and this could give us a chance to basically make everybody happy for 10 turns. We can temporarily make everybody really mad and lose a bit of our population if it fails whenever we do the limited testing, or we can go full on crazy and see if we get a chance of getting a +2 in all of our cities for health wise, which I say it's worth the risk. +2 health forever, that's nice. And it looks like we got the better treatments. So our gambling did pay off. Oh, we discovered a source of mushrooms. So that's good. Oh, and speaking of, Mount Ozai erupted again. Everything was alright until the Fire Nation attacked. Doesn't look like it caused any real damage. It's a very active volcano again.
The ground was stone, but I ground it, and it not stone no more.
Oh, there's some oil over here. Interesting. Did that random event actually... That's interesting. Can't really see it because it's underneath all of this marshlands, but when I hold it over it says there's oil here. There's an oil source there, 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 and there. So this marsh area has a bunch of oil under it. Interesting. Looks like these volcanoes have become active again. Some more oil. Oil. Not a lot of oil actually in this area. Some more oil. A little bit of oil. Some oil. So with all this oil right here, we'll have a huge advantage in the industrial era. Yes, the name does fit quite nice. The oil, our different resources. Got some marble there. Oil. Some sea lions. Got a decent amount of resources.
The finest workers in stone are not copper or steel tools, but the gentle touches of air and water, working at their leisure with a liberal allowance of time.
Some of these quotes are really interesting. So now let's see the big picture as we just finished our first queuing of resources, technology. So I'm thinking we want to go straight into sharpening to be our first major pickup and go into simple woodworking. And after that we'll do some counting, ritualism, cooking. We'll pick up cultural identity, trapping, natural pigment, poison craft, drying, some games, tracking, sewing, skinning, bone working, fish trapping, flint napping, with flint napping we'll be able to go into composite tools or spear making. We'll go into spear making, which will pick up the last little things we'll need. Personal ornaments, pictographs, contact thieves. This one. Fire making. Raft building. Seafaring, boat making, which will lead us through carpentry, fishing, slash and burn, heat treatment, portable shelters, tattoo, commercial. Not commercial, but a ceremonial burial, stone buildings, harpoon making, earth ovens, tribalism along with chieftain, obsidian weapons, animism, nocturnalism, and finally warfare. So we got our first 60 techs, and then we'll see how we are precisely with these later ones to see which order we want to go with finishing up the tribal era, basically the prehistoric era. Controlling fire will be nice. With captured fire, we'll be able to have a lot more of a bonus construction on anything that involves fire, actually. and it starts us a golden age. So golden ages are just basically our civilization is going through a very nice amount of time. We have just a straight flat bonus to everything. And it will last for 24 more turns. So this will be good. We can hopefully get some things done that we need, which honestly it won't be too much longer. Got some more stuff off of the continent. We've expanded even more of our territory. Tribalism will be nice. Whenever we pick up tribalism, we will be able to send out tribes. That's right, Rhino. Come at me. Good. Let's keep building up our little network. Get our little road, well, not really road, but our trails nice and organized. Let's make a myth about the rhinos.
Awaiting your orders.
Well, let's take down this owl.
Awaiting your orders.
Sharpening's going to be really nice because then we can start getting spiked clubs. We hit things harder. We're going to get a bonus against animals and try to take on this Gripodon. After we heal up. Alright, let's try and see. We still don't have what we need to take them out. More brutes. Brutes aren't going to survive, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of them. I didn't realize how lucky we actually were that we got that random event in the last episode. We can now see all of the oil before anybody else can. Looks like Mount Ozai has gone down again. What did we capture?
Reporting for duty.
Just a average little lizard. Forget anything that gives us better against animals. Oh, this will do. Continue the hunt. Myth about the lizards. Actually surprised that we haven't seen any elephants spawn, being that we do have some elephants, like the elephant actual resource near us, and those are usually the spawn points for different animals. I thought there was an elephant resource close to us. I swore there was. Oh, we got some gold and silver in the desert. Do we have any gold and silver in our little home area that we are going to try to settle first? We got some silver. Got some tin over here. A little bit of copper. Another source of copper. So we got silver here. We got silver over here. Let's see if we see gold. Gold there. Interesting. Unless there's some gold right here or something right here. There's nothing. We have silver, but we don't have any gold. Well, we do have salt on both of those flats. So that's good.
Let your sharp arrows pierce the hearts of the king's enemies. Let the nations fall beneath your feet.
Let's take down these clubmen. Ooh, I thought we were gonna lose our clubs right there again. We'll heal them up. And our golden age has ended. Unit reward, we'll take the bird dance. And the dance of the fox. Float our, oh, is this good? Folklore about metal. And we'll take up some harems. They'll help our population. want? Foreign advisor, we haven't come across anybody else. I do like our continent. It's got a nice satisfying shape to it. We won't be using the espionage or the corporate screen anytime soon, actually. Our religious advisor, we have no religions that have been formed. City-wise, how many people we have in the city? Our population right now is 50. With more food and then our harems, we should be able to get a much more larger population. Still can't take on the Gipodons. Killed a brown bear. Capturing that brown bear would have been a lot better, but hey, it works.
If the only tool you have is a hammer, you tend to see every problem as a nail.
Now we got sharpening. Sharpening is pretty good. We can now build a spike club, so we're gonna upgrade all of our clubmen to spike clubs. So basically what we've done is the first clubs were like purpose built, just choosing something nice and heavy, cleaning it off and doing some very basic work just to make a nice good club. Now they're basically using binding, basically little pieces of rope, or well, we don't have rope making yet, but they're using something that can bind it onto something and have basically stuck sharp pieces of rock and purpose-built spikes into the clubs. A sharp rock, some more sharp sticks. Increases the survival odds ever so slightly against the Gipodon. I think we're going to build a couple of more chasers just to take care of the animals around us. Well, our wanderer was killed by a bison. Something I really like about Caveman2cosmos is the music is very mood-setting. Like, I don't know, it really feels like we're in a more prehistoric time. Like, the music for Caveman2cosmos, in my opinion, really kind of draws out, like, we're in the prehistoric era. In my opinion, the music is really kind of setting into that mood that it's prehistoric, things are just emerging. It's simple, but it's a sign of things to come. Looks like we got more of the area over this way to explore. Some more gold. Nice grasslands over this way. Basically on the opposite side of the continent for us. Look, it's starting to storm outside again. And we'll have them keep on exploring. Almost done with our myth of the metal.
The preparation of animal hides by traditional populations in Ethiopia, Alaska, and Canada today show that it can take 8 hours to scrape a single hide.
Good old scraping. Keep up with the exploration. Some nice river systems over this way. Makes our river systems kind of seem boring. Oh, we captured a brown bear. Myth about the brown bear. The largest civilization. So I'm thinking that our other civilization must have spawned on an island. Could be anywhere. Villagers have given me a map somewhere. of over here. Though it looks like this continent just keeps going over this way. Gonna pick up a oh, come on. Gotta get this Gipagon out of my territory. Yeah, I know, I've called it a whole bunch of different things. And I'm gonna keep doing it. Like these sheep, they're babas. The badabas. Oh, there's a black sheep amongst them. The bababas.
Ritual will always mean throwing away something, destroying our corn or wine upon the altar of our gods.
Interesting. Ah, good, now we can pick up proper folklore. So our society is starting to develop a little bit more of a religious upbringing in society. So we are going to build another gatherer. Let's build actually a whole set of gatherers. Along with another group of clubmen, but this time we're going to send each one of the clubmen with a slinger. And a wise woman to heal them up. Hopefully, maybe we can take out this oversized... Yep, we did. Oversized armadillo.
Ready for action.
Start hunting.
What do you need?
Better defending themselves against animals. Speed up their work. Alrighty. Almost have all the trails that we need in the area. It's a good thing we got Mount Everest nearby. Eventually we'll be able to build stuff that will actually let us take advantage of Mount Everest.
The oldest known sandals, and the oldest known footwear of any type, were discovered in Fort Rock Cave in the U.S. state of Oregon. Radiocarbon dating of the sagebrush bark from which they were woven indicates an age of at least 10,000 years.
Yep. Getting close to simple woodworking. Grassland opens up to more lush area up this way. And some swamps. This must be getting into the cloppable? What the? I can't talk now. Into the tropical environment, and yeah, it is. Tropical coastline. So I'm slightly above the polar regions. Let's see where the tropical coast actually begins. Tropical. And we have coastline. So it looks like the tropical coast starts somewhere around here. So we're in that little thin line between the tropics and the polar area. Ah, this is nice. And I think this is a good place to stop. We took out for right now our potential Neanderthal issue. As we haven't seen them in a while, animals are starting to spawn around camp much more frequently. Let's see if we got anybody to raid after we save one more time, just to make sure. Let's see what we got going on. That doesn't look like it for the moment. Anyways, thanks for coming and watching the stream and all that. I do appreciate y'all. And if you would really like, there's a link on the channel below where you can go onto our YouTube and if you want to, like and subscribe when the video comes up, and give us a follow here on Twitch. And I hope to see you next time. See you later, alligator.